What has your manager asked you to do that you outright refused to do? I worked as a night security guard at one of the biggest hospitals in Chicago. The pay wasn't great, but the job was usually peaceful. Just me, empty hallways, and occasional small talk with nurses. That changed when Nathan became our new security manager. Nathan was young, fresh out of college, and desperate to prove himself. He'd strut around in his pressed suit, acting like he was running a military operation instead of a hospital security team. At first, his changes were annoying but bearable. Mandatory daily briefings, endless paperwork, surprise equipment checks at 3 a.m. Then came the incident. Around 2 a.m., a woman stumbled into the emergency entrance, covered in blood. She was terrified, kept looking over her shoulder, begging us to hide her. Her husband had beaten her badly, and she knew he was searching the local hospitals to find her. I got her inside quickly and called for medical help. That's when Nathan appeared, tablet in hand, demanding to see her insurance information before allowing treatment. The woman was sobbing, bleeding from a head wound, but Nathan stood there reciting hospital policy about proper admission procedures. I told him to back off, but he pulled rank. As your superior, I'm ordering you to remove her from the premises until she provides proper documentation. He even started filming with his phone, saying he needed to document protocol violations. The woman's knees buckled. I caught her before she hit the floor and yelled for a nurse. Nathan stepped forward, grabbing my arm. If you don't comply, you're fired. We can't risk a lawsuit from accepting an undocumented patient. I looked at him, then at the woman barely conscious in my arms. Fire me then, I said, and rushed her toward the trauma room. Nathan followed, shouting about policies and threatening to call the police. A nurse tried to intervene, but he pushed past her. That's when Dr. Sarah, our head of emergency medicine, stepped out of a patient room. She took one look at the scene. The injured woman, Nathan red-faced and yelling, me supporting the victim's weight, and her face turned to stone. What's happening here? She demanded. Nathan straightened his tie and launched into his speech about protocols and liability. Dr. Sarah cut him off mid-sentence. Are you refusing emergency medical treatment to a domestic violence victim? I'm enforcing hospital policy, Nathan insisted, holding up his tablet. As security manager, as chief of emergency medicine, Dr. Sarah interrupted, I'm informing you that refusing emergency care is a federal crime under the EMTALA law. Are you ordering my staff to commit a felony? Nathan's face went from red to white. He started stammering about procedures, but Dr. Sarah was already on her phone. Within minutes, hospital administration was involved. They reviewed Nathan's phone footage he'd recorded of himself denying care to a critically injured patient. The woman received treatment for a skull fracture, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. Police arrested her husband later that night when he showed up at another hospital looking for her. Nathan was fired on the spot and escorted out by his own security team. 3 months later, I was called to a meeting with hospital administration. They'd reviewed our security protocols after the incident and found dozens of liability issues Nathan had created. They offered me his job. I still run security there. Every new hire learns about EMTALA law their first day. And that woman? She works in our hospital cafe now, safely divorced, making the best coffee in Chicago.